Welcome to the first True Games podcast. We're excited to join the virtual world that seems to hit about 5 players. So to the 5 of you, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, McLean. We have lots to reveal today. First, we'll reveal some exciting news about our first expansion, Warrior Epic Battlegrounds. Then we'll talk to Dustin Mesa, our resident Street Fighter champion, and QA extraordinaire on the upcoming Mytheon. Finally, we'll meet a random TGI employee in a segment we like to call Me. Here to talk about Warrior Epic is Karen Kay. She's our associate producer and actually TGI's lead singer for our rock band. Tell us something we don't know about the Warrior Epic expansion.
Definitely. We have lots of things coming. I'm sure all 5 of you watching already know that we are having PvP finally. In addition to that, those of you who have been invited to the private alpha test servers, we do have a cool new 3D lobby coming. So we're making sure that that's all nice and polished before inviting some more players in there. But probably the most important feature that we're going to have are emotes in the lobby.
Tell me how something so simple can be so huge.
Yeah, it's huge, Violet.
Huge. I'm sure the players would agree.
Definitely.
So what else is new in Wee Land? No pun intended.
Yeah, we have a really cool Facebook and iPhone app incoming. It's nearing the final stages of development, so you should see it in the App Store in about 2-3 weeks.
That's good, but how much is it going to cost me?
Well, it wouldn't be Warrior Epic if it wasn't free to play, so in order to stay consistent, we're going to charge nothing for it.
Well, that's great. We'll certainly be announcing it everywhere we can, so thank you, Kay.
Thank you.
Have this brief intermission while we get to Dustin Mesa. Now on to Mytheon, our upcoming title by Petroglyph Games. Here to talk about Mytheon is Dustin Mesa.
Hi.
So, you want to tell us what you do for us?
Certainly. I have the best job in the world. I get to play this wonderful game 24/7, 7 days a week, and I break it, which is great. Also, and I test new stuff.
You test new stuff. Well, I break things all the time, and I know that's your job. But can you give us some Mytheon updates?
Sure. We have closed beta coming up, and you can sign up at our website, mytheongame.com, and check it out.
Good tip. So, you want to get back to work now?
Sure.
Well, we don't call him the Street Fighter champ for nothing. Well, I'd like to conclude this podcast with a little segment we like to call Me. Yeah, I can't say it right, but you get the point. This segment of TGI Me, we'd like to introduce a random employee here at True Games just so you can get a kind of feel of our office culture. So, with that, I'm excited to announce to you Albert Villa, aka Cougar Man.
How's it going, Violet?
It's going well, thank you. Well, first off, why don't you tell us why people call you Cougar Man?
How did that lead to that story again? I was actually riding my mountain bike with some friends, and a mountain lion jumped out of the bush, or so I thought. But it was actually a bobcat. Needless to say, we were all scared, jumped out of our bikes, and I got a nasty scratch on my knee, which everyone saw on Monday and started asking how it happened. So one thing led to another, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cougar Man.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Cougar Man, aka... So, when you're not falling off bikes in fear of being eaten by giant cats, what do you do for TGI?
So, I'm part of the IT operations. We basically run all the servers for all of our games. That's on the game side, and on the platform side where they sign up and give us their nice credit card. We make sure everything's secure and everything's up and running 24/7 without any glitch.
Now, what games do you do this for?
For Warrior Epic specifically, and Mytheon, which will be coming up early part of next year.
All right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you.
Well, that about does it for our first TGI podcast. Make sure to join us next time for future Warrior Epic updates and Mytheon status calls. I'm Lynn, and I'll see you on the forums.